the mouth-watering Big Mac with a savory Filet-O-Fish and a tasty McChicken. My goodness, that looks good. Oh, you're making a McDonald's menu hack.
Hi guys, and welcome to another food review, or another episode of Michael Tries. I apologize, I'm a little out of practice. It's been a while, new job, so I haven't had a lot of time to do videos, obviously, so kind of forgot some of the things I say. However, today I do have something quite special for you. By the McDonald's bag, you should be able to tell we are doing the McDonald's menu hacks, which obviously are very much inspired by the Mc-1035, which was the sandwich you could make with a McMuffin and a McDouble if you went in at 10:35, because it was right between breakfast and lunch, so they would have both items available for you, or you could go at like 10:30 and then 11. I made it once, it was pretty good. Now McDonald's is trying to engineer their own, and I honestly would love to meet the marketing team who came up with it, because it is a brilliant idea, because it will convince idiots like me to go and buy them, because they're just so stupid, I have to taste them. So, I ordered all of the dinner ones. The only one I don't have is the hash brown McMuffin, the breakfast item, because I did not go early enough to get it, and frankly, a McMuffin with a hash brown on it doesn't strike me as interesting as, for example, the Land, Sea, and Air, which is a Filet-O-Fish, a Big Mac, and a McChicken. So, anyway, let's take a look at what we've got. This is just a medium fry I got because I like fries. So what we have here are... we have the McNuggets. We have a McChicken. We have a couple of containers of barbecue sauce. We have a Big Mac. We have two McDoubles, or two double cheeseburgers, rather. And we have, well, that's concerning. And then we have two Filet-O-Fishes, which is good. Oh, wait, yes, no, this is perfect. Hold on. No, wait, no, it isn't. Is it? Hold on. I think I might have... Okay, so the Surf and Turf is the burger and this. The Land, Sea, and Air. And the Crunchy Double. Oh, yeah, no, actually everything... Sorry, I don't know why I thought there were supposed to be two McChickens, but no. It's one McChicken for this, a burger and this, and... Okay, so we have everything. So I'm just gonna kind of, move the bag out of the way and get rid of my receipt. Alright, so, this is gonna be a bit of a weird video, because because they're getting into the spirit of the Mc-1035, I have to construct this myself, and I'm just now realizing that I should have gotten a plate, and I didn't, so instead, I will just be setting down a napkin. Alright, so, I guess we will start with, we'll start small. We'll start with the Surf and Turf, because it's just this and this, so let me open up the Surf and Turf on my computer. So let's see. I'm just looking at the picture. I will overlay an image of it somewhere in this video for you in editing, but for right now, so what we have here is a standard Filet-O-Fish. I'm sure many of you have seen it before, with the half slice of cheese. And then the standard McDonald's double cheeseburger. I've told you my McDonald's not super great on presentation. But okay, so the way that this looks is that you take the top burger, and of course, like, it shows like the cheese only half melted. Obviously the cheese is melted because it's a cooked burger. So we have that, and then we take the top bun off the Filet-O-Fish. I guess we just lose that bun. And then we take the Filet-O-Fish and put it under the top bun of the cheeseburger. And then we take the bottom bun of the cheeseburger and attach it to the bottom bun based on the image. And here you go, the completed surf and turf with the 2 hamburger patties and this. And I think it's supposed to have pickles and whatever on it. I don't see them. They could be... Oh, no, they're under the bun. I was about to pull a bubble bass and say, you forgot my pickles, but I do not have to. They are there. So I guess what I'm going to do is construct them, take a bite, and then do the next one instead of making them all at once and trying them right after the other. So let's try the surf and turf. So, it's got a very interesting taste. My biggest thing with this was that I was very curious as to the texture, the mouthfeel of the sandwich. Because I don't know if you've ever had a fillet of fish. It's a very different experience than a burger or a chicken sandwich. So I was very curious on how they kind of merged that together, and the tartar sauce with like the ketchup and the pickles, and I mean, obviously, you know, tartar sauce is not that much different than like mayo in like terms of like it's, you know, it's a condiment. I'm just gonna, so I just want to grab a straw so I can clean my palate in between. I'm going to take another bite of this, though. It's an interesting taste, because it's like, you know, because the fish and the burger are very interesting. I've had surf and turf. Obviously, it's like steak and shrimp or something, or steak and fish, but, like, it's an interesting texture. I mean, for the most part, like, the buns are the same, you know, the cheese is the same, but it's just, like, a weird texture. I can't really explain it. It doesn't taste bad, though. It's kind of got a lot going on, so I can't really discern, like, individual tastes. I'm getting mostly, I feel, tartar sauce is, like, what I'm mostly tasting. It's almost like it's overpowering itself, because it's so many things. I mean, I apologize, I'm not looking at the camera the whole time. I'm looking at the picture of it and, like, the ingredients list and, like, their description. Because I'm just trying to figure out all the tastes. Because, like I said, it really is, like, there's a lot going on, and it's kind of overpowering itself. But, like, it's not bad. I don't think I would get this regularly, though, because it's very much... Like, I like a double cheeseburger. I'm not a big fan of the fillet of fish. It's like, I get it occasionally when I'm in the mood for it, but it's, like, very occasionally. I think the last time I had one was probably over a year ago. Because it's, like, it's something I very rarely... You know, they invented it for... You know, people who like McDonald's, but are Catholic, and can't eat meat on Fridays during Lent. So it's like, it's not something that I think anyone gets because they like. They get it because I'm in the mood for McDonald's, but I'm not allowed to have a Big Mac. So, that's interesting. I'm going to put it aside for now. I'm not going to eat the whole thing at once, obviously. I think we'll save the land, sea, and air for the last one, so we're going to do the crunchy double. So I just have to go back and click it open so that I may look at the construction. I feel like they should have given you like a little like sheet of instructions in it, or like on the wrapper, and be like, this is how you put it together. And maybe they did at like the super, you know, corporate stores. My store didn't. I just got the burgers. I have to figure it out myself. So Here we go. No. Okay, good. It looks the same. I was gonna say, like, is there a chance that I screwed up and used the wrong burger for one of them? But I think it's very unlikely, considering the fact that, like, the McDouble and the double cheeseburger are, like, different in the sense of what, like, has cheese on it. Like, oh, one of them has cheese, like another slice of cheese, but I think this is fine. So, for this one, I should, show it to you. The nuggets, I mean, do you know what a McNugget looks like? Obviously, I feel like you're in this more for the construction aspect, so we're gonna get right into that. This one, you open it up, you arrange the nuggets, I guess, in like a circle pattern based on the image. I don't think I'm gonna be able to get all 6 onto the burger if I do it like that. But it's okay. We'll do just 5, and I will enjoy this nugget separately. If you think that I'm going against the spirit of this and I should do something different, let me know. And then we add the barbecue sauce. So it looks like, based on the picture, the barbecue sauce is on top of the nuggets. Let's see. So you technically, I guess, could get any sauce. Obviously, I am doing this based on the directions provided by McDonald's, the marketing team. Because, doing this for a video, that's kind of what I have to do. So, we'll take this, we'll pop it down, I'll pick it up. It kind of looks like I'm eating, like, a little, like, chicken nugget man. It looks almost like, imagine, like, Patrick Starr wearing a burger costume or cheeseburger backpack, if you look at this. Actually, you know what this looks like? I don't know how many of you have seen Bob's Burgers, but the episode where Gene wears the burger costume and the Sasquatch head and becomes Beef Squatch. I am holding a literal Beef Squatch. Beef Squatch. And I'm now dripping barbecue sauce over everything. Okay, so I think it's time to take a bite. I'm going to go in on one of these quite large areas of the nugget. And let's find out what the crunchy double tastes like. See, this one. This one I can get behind. Number 1, McDonald's. Okay, it's falling apart, so I'm going to leave it, on the table here. This one I can get behind. Number 1, I am not a big barbecue sauce person, but McDonald's barbecue sauce is really good, and they should really be putting it into more of their stuff. They put it on the McRib, but, like, the McRib is only around once every 5 years. I don't know if you can get barbecue sauce on, like, a burger, but, like, I think it goes really well together. I think it's a good taste. It's a very, it's like a tangy barbecue sauce, and it's really good. I prefer sweet and sour sauce most of the time, but I don't hate See, the thing with the surf and turf is that, like, the filet of fish, I am not a huge fan of. Like, I tolerate it, but I'm not, like, into it. This one, I like McNuggets, I like, the burger, and I like the barbecue sauce. So all of these together, I will say, the barbecue sauce absolutely steals the show. Like, maybe I wasn't supposed to dump the whole container out. I only put a little. But, like, I dumped the whole container out, and it's really good. It is... And the chicken nugget and the burger have, like, they're not the same texture, but the textures work. The filet of fish is a weird texture. It's like got a fish texture, which is very different than than chicken and beef. I think the crunchy double works. It really does. Like, I'm talking more about it because I genuinely, like, took a bite and was like, oh my god, this is really good. This is really good. I am genuinely enjoying this. I definitely... I know it's the nuggets, but I could almost see, like, putting a McChicken patty on it. To save it from having all the bits sticking out. Would be really good. But no, this is delicious, and this is better than the Surf and Turf. I'll do a ranking at the end of what I like the most, but this one is going to be tough to beat. Going to be tough to beat, particularly because the next one also has a fillet of fish. I just have to take another bite. That was good. The tastes and the textures all work together. The barbecue sauce definitely is overpowering it, but in a good way, because I can still taste the chicken and the burger to an extent. I couldn't really do that with the fillet of fish. The tartar sauce is just way too strong. Alright, everyone. It is time for the star of the show. The moment you've all been waiting for. The land, air, and sea. It is funny because chickens cannot fly, so this should not count as air. The only thing I can imagine is that there's a bald eagle in... Oh, am I... Every time I get a McChicken, it, like, leaks lettuce out on me. So... I am running out of space here because I keep getting barbecue sauce on my hand when I try to pick up the crunchy double. Let's take this and just okay, yeah. No, the barbecue sauce is soaked into the bun and now it's falling apart. So I got to put down another napkin to just cover the barbecue sauce stains. Alright, so we have our standard McChicken. As established before, our standard fillet of fish. And the Big Mac, which I used to enjoy, I don't so much like anymore. I don't know why. I just kind of grew out of it. I think it's because the patties are so thin, and like, as I got older, I was like, I need more. Like, that's why I got the quarter pounder, because it's, more beef. Anyway, here we go. Let me just keep all the lettuce in here as much as I can. The Big Mac, the classic, the standard. This is it. When you think McDonald's, you think Big Mac, Officer Big Mac or whatever. I didn't grow up with McDonald land. I had the Grimace, and he was like, it was just the Grimace. Okay. Let me just find a napkin to wipe the special sauce off my hand. Take another big sip of soda. And I know this has been a long video. It's because I have to construct the burger myself. So, let's get to work. So it looks like first order of business is to, try to keep as much of the McChicken fixings attached to the patty as possible. I'll just leave that over there. And then take the McChicken entirely off its bun. Then we take the Big Mac and we remove the top bun. And we put the McChicken on it. And then we flip it. I know this, you probably can't really see it because I have all the wrappers in front of me. And then you got it, and you take the McChicken and you put it on the burger, and then we flip it. Because that'll just make things easier for me. And then I take the bottom bun off temporarily. I take the fillet of fish off of its own bun. This is such a wasteful sandwich. All this bread going to waste. I hate wasting food. But we'll have to live with it. And I'm just gonna do this. And then we're gonna pop it on. And then we take the bottom bun of the Big Mac again, and we pop it back. And the piece de resistance, the land, air, and sea burger. This is legit. This is a crime against nature. I'm pretty sure that this sandwich was banned by the Geneva Conventions. This is a war crime. This sandwich is a war crime. I mean, first of all, look at it. It's huge. Like, number one, it's like way too big. The Big Mac is already a big sandwich. Like, that's its whole thing, is that you need 2 hands to hold it. And now you've doubled it in size by adding 2 additional items to it. So, we've got this abomination, and now I have to take and now I'm kind of doubting myself, because, like, the crunchy double was good. This can't be good, but we're gonna do it anyway, and I apologize if you have to watch my mouth unhinge like a snake for me to fit this in. Alright. I don't think I got a bite of the fillet of fish in that one. You know what that means? I'm going back. Cokes, put me back in. I'm going back in. There we go. So, much like the other ones, this is a very interesting... It's a very interesting burger. It's very interesting. I'm not really getting a singular taste. It's like a hodgepodge, like a mishmash. You know, like when you mix all the color Play-Doh together, it just becomes like a brown Play-Doh or like gray. That's almost how I would describe this burger. I am not getting anything overpowering. I'm just getting... It's almost as if all of the items are canceling each other out. I don't know how to explain that. Like the other 2 items, they had a star. The fillet of fish, I tasted everything. The surf and turf, I tasted everything. The crunchy double, I tasted everything. I don't know if I didn't even realize I didn't get the fish until I looked at the burger and realized I didn't get the fish. It's mind-blowing to me. Legitimately, I cannot discern a taste. It just is. I'm not even tasting the special sauce, the secret sauce. Like everything else, the overpowering thing was the sauce. And that makes sense. You know, it's the topping, it's the most flavorful thing. This is nothing. It tastes like nothing. And I cannot fathom why. I cannot explain why it tastes like nothing. But I'm not tasting anything. So, and this isn't like, you know, I've lost my sense of taste because of you know, the human malware or anything. I tasted the other two burgers. This one is just like, the most I'm getting is that subtle kick you get from a McChicken. Like, I can taste that. That's the only thing in it, like, everything else is just, it just is. It is the land, air, and sea. That is what it tastes like. It does not have a distinct taste, which makes no sense, but I can only report to you what I experience, and that is what I've experienced. And yeah, so I've tried the menu hacks. Oh, excuse me. I apologize. So, I will tell you my ranking. In dead last is, I hate to say it, the land, air, and sea, because it has no discernible taste. In second place is the surf and turf, because it did have a discernible taste, and it was a very weird, interesting taste. I also want to go back to the land, air, and sea for a second to say, like, even the texture was just, it didn't feel as weird as the other ones. Like, it wasn't, like, weird, it just tasted like, I think because there's so much bread on it. Maybe that's why. And then, of course, first place, the clear winner, the crunchy double. Chicken, it's the three best things, it's my three favorite things: a double cheeseburger, a chicken nugget, and barbecue sauce, which honestly is not one of my favorite things. My favorite is the sweet and sour. My favorite used to be the original honey mustard, the one that was in the big container like 15 years ago, and then they changed it, and then they got rid of it completely. That honey mustard was to die for. It was amazing. But I would say this one wins. This is my favorite. This is probably gonna be the one that's my lunch if I can actually stomach eating anything after all this. But this is it. This is something that in the future, if I get McDonald's after this menu hack thing is over and they no longer like have it as a thing, I will get a McDouble and the McNuggets and barbecue sauce and put it together because I genuinely enjoyed this. I moderately enjoyed the other two. This one was okay. This one is in like a state of quantum superposition of simultaneously being all three sandwiches at once and therefore tasting like none of them. I will say it was interesting getting to put everything together, kind of, give a little hands-on thing. Like, I think it'd be cool to do this, I think, for the Happy Meals. Like, give kids, like, a tactile thing to do, but parents don't want their kids to play with their food, I guess. But yeah, so this was the McDonald's menu hacks, at least the 3 dinner ones. I don't know if I'm going to do the breakfast one. It doesn't seem that interesting to me. If I do, it might be a separate video, could be tagged onto this. If there's nothing tagged on, I decided not to do it. So, in conclusion, if you're gonna be at McDonald's, like, try them out. Try the crunchy double. If you're only gonna try one of them, try the crunchy double. Don't try the war crime, and don't try the surf and turf. Try this one specifically, because this is the one that I think most people will enjoy. And these are like, if you like the fillet of fish, go ahead. Really, I don't know what anyone else is going to get out of this one. But this one, you might get something out of it. Anyway, that's the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. And I will see you all in the next video. See you then. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed that video, be sure to hit that subscribe button to stay up to date on the channel. And if you'd like, you can also find my videos on any of these fine websites. And if you want to help out the channel, you can support us on Patreon. See you next time.